When killer whales become deadly, real-life orca attacks. What if the star attraction suddenly turned into a nightmare? These killer whales weren't just entertainers, they became predators before shocked audiences. Picture the fear, the chaos, the utter disbelief as these animals we thought we knew unleashed their primal instincts. In a world where mesmerizing marine performances captivate millions, a darker truth lies just beneath the surface. Behind the splash zones and applause, there are terrifying moments when these highly intelligent and powerful animals, killer whales, break from routine and unleash devastating force. The very same creatures that leap through hoops and splash with joy can, in an instant, become instruments of terror. Today, we delve into 6 chilling moments where orca shows took a deadly turn. These are not fictional horror stories. They are hauntingly real. We'll uncover the events, the victims, and the aftermath, exploring the complex relationship between humans and these majestic yet unpredictable creatures. Nestled along the radiant California coastline was Blue Horizon Oceanic Park, a marine paradise that offered wonder and excitement for the entire family. Families traveled from far and wide, eager to see the orcas gliding through the water, their sleek black and white bodies captivating audiences of all ages. And the star of Blue Horizon? That was Neptune. Neptune was the crown jewel, an enormous 20-foot, 10,000-pound orca who mesmerized crowds with every splash. He was the park's main attraction, drawing in huge crowds with his impressive size and playful antics. Imagine like the Beyoncé of killer whales. Everyone adored him. The park spared no expense when it came to Neptune. His tank, a shimmering expanse of blue, was state-of-the-art, designed to replicate the vastness of the ocean. Every detail, from the water temperature to the intricate rock formations, was meticulously maintained to ensure Neptune's comfort and well-being. And Neptune seemed to thrive in this environment. He'd playfully splash the front rows, leaving them drenched and laughing. But as we'll soon discover, even the most meticulous care and seemingly strong bonds can't erase the wild nature within a creature as powerful as a killer whale. It was a flawless day at Blue Horizon. The California sun shone brightly over the park, casting a golden glow on the eager crowd. The atmosphere was electric with anticipation as families found their seats, excited for Neptune's big performance. Among them was Maris Ellington, a passionate marine biology student and aspiring trainer. Maris had secured an internship at Blue Horizon, her dream job. She'd dedicated countless hours to studying marine life, fascinated by the intelligence and beauty of orcas. This internship was her opportunity to transform her passion into a career, to work closely with these magnificent creatures she'd admired for so long. Today was particularly special. After weeks of observing and assisting senior trainers, Maris was finally allowed to take part in Neptune's show. She was thrilled, her heart racing with a mix of nerves and excitement. Dressed in her wetsuit, her blonde hair tied back in a tight ponytail, Maris stood at the edge of the pool, her eyes sparkling with anticipation. During a packed afternoon show, Neptune's initial performance was flawless. He glided through the water, his massive body moving with surprising grace. He followed every command, his playful nature evident. The crowd erupted with joy, their applause echoing through the stadium. Maris smiled, signaling him to get ready for the grand finale, a synchronized swim. But then, the unimaginable happened. Without warning, Neptune turned and attacked. The scene following the attack was utter chaos. Sirens blared, their shrill tones cutting through the stunned silence that enveloped the park. The crowd, once filled with excitement, had transformed into a sea of pale faces and tear-streaked cheeks. Parents shielded their children's eyes, their own gazes locked on the pool, still grappling with the horror that had just occurred. News of the tragedy spread rapidly, engulfing Blue Horizon in a storm of media scrutiny and public outrage. News vans descended on the park, their cameras capturing every moment of the heartbroken staff and the investigators examining the scene. The park, once a place of joy and wonder, was now cloaked in grief and suspicion. In the aftermath, Blue Horizon was inundated with investigators. Every aspect of the park, from its safety protocols to its animal care practices, came under intense scrutiny. Facing mounting pressure and declining visitor numbers, the park permanently suspended its Orca shows. Neptune, once the star attraction, had become a symbol of tragedy, his name forever linked to the death of Maris Ellington. Chapter 5. Takoa at Loro Parque. The Blue Horizon incident reverberated worldwide, highlighting the dangers of keeping such formidable predators in captivity. Meanwhile, in Tenerife, Spain, Loro Parque was facing its own crisis. This renowned park, celebrated for its lush environment and diverse animal collection, was the stage for another unfolding drama. Visitors were enchanted by Loro Parque's vibrant setting and its array of wildlife. Situated on a beautiful island, Loro Parque featured exotic birds, playful dolphins, and its main attraction, the Orca Ocean exhibit. This cutting-edge facility, with its expansive tanks and underwater viewing areas, offered an unforgettable experience with these majestic creatures. Spectators were thrilled by the orca's acrobatic feats, their laughter filling the air as these magnificent animals leaped and splashed under the Spanish sun. Loro Parque seemed to perfectly blend entertainment with education, providing a close-up look at the wonders of the natural world. However, beneath the surface of excitement and conservation, a darker narrative was emerging. At the core of its famous Orca Ocean exhibit, another tragedy was taking shape. The stage was set for another tragic encounter between humans and orcas, raising further questions about the ethics of keeping these intelligent and powerful creatures in captivity. Central to this story was Takoa, a 3,300-pound male orca whose life had been filled with turmoil and trauma. Unlike Neptune, who was born in captivity, Takoa had once experienced the freedom of the open ocean. Chapter 6. Claudia Volhart's Attack. Claudia Volhart was an emerging talent in marine biology. Young, passionate, and highly motivated, she dedicated her life to studying and protecting marine life. Her expertise was in orcas, their intricate social structures, and the challenges they faced in a threatened environment. Claudia, a 29-year-old German marine biologist, was Europe's sole female orca trainer. She studied at the renowned University of Kiel, where her research earned international recognition. But Claudia wasn't satisfied with just observing these creatures from a distance. She wanted to work with them directly, to uncover their secrets, to gain their trust. So, she took a position at Loro Parque, eager to contribute to the park's research and conservation efforts. Her focus was Takoa. She was captivated by his story, his transition from the wild to captivity, and the behavioral issues he faced. Dedicated, fearless, and determined, Claudia worked tirelessly to bond with Takoa. She spent countless hours observing him, learning his moods, his signals, his frustrations. She consulted his previous trainers, meticulously reviewing his records, trying to piece together the puzzle of his troubled past. Claudia believed that with patience, understanding, and deep compassion, she could help Takoa overcome his issues and find peace in captivity. She knew it wouldn't be easy, but she was determined to try. That day's session was meant to be simple, just a swim, a gentle nudge, a way to build trust and rapport. The sun was shining, the water in the tank was a dazzling turquoise blue, and Takoa seemed calm, almost receptive. As Claudia stood at the pool's edge, reviewing the routine one last time, she felt a surge of optimism. But fate, it seemed, had other plans. Chapter 7. Broader Implications. The attack on Claudia Volhart, coming so soon after the Blue Horizon tragedy, sent ripples through the marine park industry and beyond. It highlighted that these weren't isolated events, but part of a troubling pattern. The world, it seemed, was finally beginning to take notice. These terrifying incidents aren't one-offs. They contribute to a growing body of evidence suggesting that captivity may be detrimental to these magnificent creatures. While marine parks provide education and entertainment, the price, paid in blood and broken bonds, is far too steep. The public, once enthralled by performing orcas, began to question the morality of keeping such intelligent and sensitive beings in artificial settings. Chapter 7. When Killer Whales Turn Deadly. A call for compassion. The stories shared today are not intended to vilify killer whales. They are, fundamentally, wild creatures with instincts shaped by millions of years of evolution. Instead, these incidents should prompt us to reconsider our relationship with nature and the animals we coexist with. Remember to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more explorations into real-life mysteries and hidden truths. Stay informed, stay active, and let your voice contribute to the protection of our planet and its remarkable inhabitants. Until next time, stay curious and stay safe.